Hey, welcome back to Reddit Cheatng Stories. This is Abasi with another amazing episode. And today we are going to discuss the story of Mr. Robert, who is one of our fellow colleagues. So before moving towards the story, I would like to ask you to please go ahead and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for the last updates. So Robert says, my name is Robert. I'm 30 years old. I was married to a girl named Maya. She was 27 years old and we both are madly in love. She's so beautiful. She had those perfectly shaped lips and brown hair. She is the girl of my dreams when we first met in the office. Of course, I like her, but she didn't like me that much. And she tells me that don't try to hit on me because you are not my type, but I'm a bit stubborn person. Once I like something, I just never let it go. That's why I have selected her as my life partner, and now I am determined. So I try again and again. And one day she fell in love with me too, because he said that it's not your face or not your personality. It's your consistency that makes me Ben. Of course, she was joking. She also loves me and we have decided to get married. But before 2 days of marriage, she told me something quite shocking. She said, I have to confess a secret to you and you must get to know this because now you are becoming my husband and I can't hide it from you. I was a little worried that why she is saying this and what is her secret. And she said that I am a sex addict and I just crapped out. And I said, what have you just said? You are a what? She said, I'm a sex addict. I began to laugh and said, well, deep down everyone is a sex addict. She said, no, it's different. I am a nymphomaniac. This is the term we use for sex addicts and I am one of them. I had also joined a club too. I still did not believe her. And I said, you must have been joking. She said, no, we all have a different need. But my need is like 7 times a day. I said, 7 times a day? Are you crazy? She said, of course, I do not make love 7 times a day. I can control myself. But I'm telling you that this is the situation I am in and I seriously sometimes can't handle it. So you have to be a little more careful or maybe concerned, and if you don't want to marry me, that's okay. You know, I mean, it's your life and I'm in medical condition. Well, this is all I can say in simple words. Now, I am sure that she was not joking. So I was speechless but like 5 to 10 minutes and then I hold her hands and said that that's okay. We will do something about it. Don't worry, we will do something. Well, I console her and she said that it is not that much a problem. But yeah, you have to know this. I was impressed that she had told me the truth right before our marriage and still, I'm ready to marry her because deep down in my mind, I'm still thinking that maybe things are not the way she assumed them because, you know, maybe is fine, and she had exaggerated the situation because we all love sex and it is quite natural. Maybe she loves it more than other people. But it doesn't mean that she is in a medical condition. So while she's a girl and girls are a little bit more emotional than men and quite sensitive too. So it was okay. And I'm thinking that it's just a normal thing. Our life will not be affected by it. And I have also noticed that Maya is a little fussy. She's a piggy eater too. She always wants the same order and the same hamburger with the same size of Coke and fries and the side. She is a person a bit different and that's okay. She is different. That's why I liked her. I said thinking that our life will be okay and maybe more than okay because she doesn't want a wife who loves to make love, you know, but when we got married on the very first night of the wedding, something very strange happened. My wife told me to stop this party and let us go to our bed. I said that our friends have come just for us today, let them be there. She said, I'm going to the room. I said, there are our friends today, we got married, they're celebrating. Let them have fun here for a while after all these people have come for us while these people are here. How can we go to our room? My wife said, then shall we go to the room in the morning? Today is our wedding night, tell them all to leave or otherwise I will leave. I said that it will look bad. Don't be rude like this. She doesn't like it. They have come for us. They have given us respect and time. So we should also respect them. But my wife did not listen to me. And when she saw that, I am not saying anything to anyone. So she left and went to her room. After a while, people realized this and they also started leaving. But by then it was the morning, my wife's mood was very bad. Then my wife told me in the morning that look, I already told you everything. So you should have taken care of me. Because if you don't get comfortable with my situation and if I don't get what I need from you, then my health becomes very bad and my mood also gets bad. And I can't help it. You know, I can be a good wife. Then you have to take care of me. I had told everything about me, which I haven't told to anyone. I gave respect. I gave my life, I gave you my body. Now you have to take care of me in every way. Now things are starting to change. My wife used to tease me a lot. She said that she wants to make love 7 times and I have to make love at least twice a day. At first, I was very happy when anyone asked me how I was feeling after getting married. I used to say that I was very happy. I got the best wife. You know, she is so loving, so caring and she's always in the mood for me. My life has become so beautiful. I used to say with pride that my wife is the best. She knows me, she knows what I want and everything is just fine. But sometimes my wife was in a bad mood and if I got late for a minute, she couldn't stand it. At first I was happy and enjoying the situation. But with time I started having small and big problems. I was always tired. You know, my legs hurt a lot and sometimes feel kind of dizzy. I'm wasting too much of my time. One day she said I need you in bed while I was doing office work. I said after 2 hours, I need you too. But for now there is no layer. Just give me 2 hours. I have to finish my work. But she said that whether I was important to you or work, my life used to lead to emotions immediately and did not take us her brain in prison. You know, I said this is not the point. If I don't complete an assignment on time, then my job will get in danger. If we don't have money, then what will we do with love? You know, money is needed to live life. We just got married. We have spent a lot of money. I also have texted you go and rest for a while. I tried to finish work early. She didn't see anything and immediately left the room. I was thinking that maybe she understood me. But you know, when I went to her, she was in a bad mood. She was very angry. She didn't talk to me. She didn't respond to my words. Even if she spoke, it hurt me. And she didn't cook at night, not even breakfast in the morning. She didn't do the laundry. She didn't wipe the mess on the table. She's just making it worse. She was in a very bad mood until she got what she wants for. You know? And after that, it didn't get much better. This became more of a problem. My wife used to annoy me a lot, but she was so beautiful that I still bear everything. But with time, I started getting tired of this thing and I thought that something has to be done. Otherwise, guys, my health will also deteriorate and my time will also be wasted. And I can't listen to so much of her talk. She had no respect for me and I didn't care about, you know, my self-respect at all. I would tell her that I am not in the mood or wait for a while. Then she would immediately say, why you are not in the mood? Aren't you a man? Do you have feelings or are you gay? I mean, who talks like this? Except above the line? She's driving me crazy. Now, my wife's life revolved only around love. She never asked me, how was your day? How is your work going if you're fine if I need anything or how are things in our house? Do we have money problems? Can I do something for you? What about money? How's your work? She just didn't care. Sometimes I thought she was using it. But then I remember the day she told me this, but still, I didn't take it seriously because at that time, I was madly in love with her and I can't see the reality. Our life was becoming very toxic and we started fighting with each other. A lot of sometimes we don't even need a reason to fight. We are just out of control and our fights are out of context sometimes. But still something happened one day. I never thought about that this is going to happen. I knew that if I didn't listen to my wife today, she would argue with me again. I was in no mood to argue. I went to her room, but she was sleeping today. When I saw her, I realized that she was not sleeping. She was just lying down as if she was sleeping. "What's the matter?" I asked her if you're not in the mood today. And she said, "I don't want to make love with you. I don't want to do it at all." I was shocked because for a day, the sun may rise from somewhere else, but you can't refuse love. I understood my wife so much. She said that I don't want to make love with you. I said it's a big deal that she's not in the mood today. Well, it's a good thing for me and my body. I also slept peacefully, but now my wife is in no mood to make love with me at all. She was not even talking about it. One day I asked her, "What's the matter? It's been 4 days. Where are you being cruel to yourself? Are you trying to control yourself?" So she said, "I never want to love, never in my life. And this is my final word." The end of the topic goes away while talking, and she was looking very worried. I said, "Okay, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But tell me, what is a problem? Why are you looking so worried?" She said, "You will never understand, leave me alone." This behavior of my wife was not normal. At first, she was loving a lot that was also not, very normal. But now she was running away from me, not even sitting next to me, and kept crying as if there was some problem with her. She was the only one who knew about it and was not telling me. Now there was days when my heart wanted to get close to her, but she didn't come close to me. I don't know what was happening in my life. I thought I made a mistake by getting married. My wife coped with her situation by crying. But I asked her, that what exactly is happening? And she told me something that I was surprised. He said that my whole feeling is gone. I don't feel anything down there. And even in my heart, maybe I'm having some serious hormone issues. I said I will go to the doctor. She said, "No, I'm afraid if the doctor tells me everything back, then I won't go to the doctors." I said, "If you don't go to the doctor, so how can we know that?" It's how bad for a person who loves to make love so much. If all of a sudden her feelings end, then what will she do? It is also very bad for a novel person. On the next day, we were at the doctor's and the doctor said that this happened to you because of doing too much. And now we don't know when it's going to get better. We can give you some medicine, maybe it will help, but it's going to get better as suddenly as it happened. My wife was crying, her condition was very bad. I didn't want to see her in this condition. What was her fault? She also took medicine, but that thing was working. He used to get angry all of a sudden and she would start breaking things in the house. Her condition became so bad that I had to admit her to the hospital and she was not able to stay at my house. Now she's still in the hospital under doctor's care. The doctor said that she is doing better here, but it is not helping. I feel very bad for her. I have never heard of this in my life, but I have seen it in my own world with my own eyes. It seems strange sometimes I bring her here too, but when I come here, her mood is bad again. But this is how I'm treating her. What will I do in the future? I don't know what I should do, but my wife is suffering a lot and I'm very worried about her. My wife was never able to marry. She thought marriage was the solution to her problems, but it was not. She should not have been married. Because now my life is hanging in the middle. That's how life is. I do my job. I visit my wife when she feels a little bit good. I bring her home. I follow the doctor's orders and hope that everything will be fine. But right now nothing is happening. 6 months have passed. I can only hope for the best.